Betsy and Lynsey here at Kevin Guest House for some more cooking shenanigans. I'm a little bit more prepared this week, and I'm really happy to see all of you virtually. Like we said last week, if you got to catch it, if you didn't, you should watch it. We miss all of our dinner volunteers, and while you're not here, we were hoping we can kind of cook with you via the internet, and hopefully we'll get you back soon, but feel free to send us your recipes, and one of these weeks maybe we'll make yours. This week is actually a unique week because we are going to make a South Beach diet friendly recipe. A couple of us here at the house are trying to reset our metabolisms and get ready for summer. So we're kind of doing it together, which has been really fun. And I made this chili on Monday, and now we're going to share it with the guests and teach you how to do it.
So what are we making? What's it called?
We are making a turkey and white bean chili. Ooh.
But you said it's kind of more like a stew?
It is, yeah. When you look at it in the long run, it's more stewy, but it has turkey and it has beans and it has tomatoes, so it's borderline. So Lynsey, let's take it away.
Okay. What do we do first?
Okay, I'm going to tell Lynsey what we're doing. I have the directions here. Okay, so we are going to heat oil in a large saucepan over medium-high heat. We've already added the onion.
Well, we did it in the other pan.
We're doing 2 cuts at a time because we want to make sure everyone gets enough. Because it's so good. Oh,
and we use avocado oil this time.
Okay, so putting in those onions. We underestimated how long it would take to dice this many onions. So plan ahead, you're gonna make it. Everything else is really quick.
It's super fun with your mask on.
There may have been some tears shed in this kitchen earlier. Okay.
And this is thanks to actually your sister, Amy Nagai,
Hi, Amy.
who is actually big supporter. She's a current Giving Heart. And she got Betsy to make this the other day and wanted to share with all of you. So
Very simple and delicious.
Okay.
Okay.
We're going to let this one sit. So what do we do next after that?
Perfect. Then we are going to add the garlic and cook it for about a minute after we let the onion cook for a couple minutes.
Okay. And then after that?
We are going to add the turkey and the spices. I'm sorry, I'm turning around. I feel so rude. The turkey, the spices, and then we're going to cook it until the turkey isn't pink inside anymore.
So what kind of turkey is it?
We are using turkey cutlets, which is also not very chili-esque, but it is really good, and it's super hearty, and they're super low in fat and high in protein, and that's what we like, diet or no diet. Okay. Yes. Or I can start too. All right. Do you want me to add
How much do I put in?
of the
Spices.
So we're starting with the spices. We got the turkey in.
This one's gonna wait. We're gonna do it in here.
That's why she's the boss, guys. We have fun. Okay. We are adding cumin. We want 1 teaspoon of ground cumin.
I really like cumin. So.
I do too. It's beautiful. I actually have cumin and turmeric shampoo. Who'd have thought? Okay.
And how much chili?
We want 1 tablespoon of chili powder. Gives it a nice kick. And even though it's just 2 spices, it's amazing how deep of a flavor it gives. Wait about 5 minutes, and then we're going to add the beans, tomatoes, and the juice, and the broth.
Medium?
Yes. Okay. So it's on medium. You can smell it. Looking good. I'm going to grab the tomatoes.
tomatoes going to?
Soon.
So giving us like stews or soups on Fridays are really great because then we can either freeze it or the guests can enjoy it because we typically don't have donated meals over the weekend. So if you've got a great soup or stew that you want us to try, please send it in.
We have got a couple recipes that have been sent our way, and we're excited to touch base with you all and make them.
Shout out to Wegmans for all their great stuff, right?
Yes. Also shout out to garlic. My personal belief is you can never have too much garlic.
Did you put tomatoes in now?
It's done. Does it look like it's getting, maybe give it a little bit. Maybe a couple more minutes. We don't want undercooked turkey. Okay.
So what else? What are you doing for the weekend?
Well, while this cooks, if you're interested, we just redid our backyard and opened our hot tub. So I will be hanging out in the hot tub in rain or shine after a long day of gardening. We live across from a very popular ice cream shop, and our front yard is seen by a lot of people. So I'm really excited this year to get a nice garden going. So hopefully it's sunny, right? We'll see everybody out in their gardens. Okay, this is slowly getting pinker, or not pinker, cooking. It's,
Gonna take a while?
well, it shouldn't.
So what is it, if you Google it, if you just Google South Beach turkey and white bean chili, that's the recipe that we're making today. We'll post it on social media in a little bit, but just another healthy way to enjoy some soup on cold days like today, cold spring day.
Only in Buffalo, no. That's it. Spring is wonderful. Okay, I think.
I think a little more. So really, so what do you do next? Well, that's cooked.
So next we are going to add the beans. They're cannellini beans, but you can use other beans if you don't like cannellini beans.
So one 15-ounce can.
Yes, and then we are going to add one 14.5-ounce can of Mexican tomatoes. If you don't like them too hot, I know there's always mild or hot in the specialty section of your grocery store. We have the Real Cow brand today. Makes me think cowboys. And really, we're almost done, so bear with us.
So what are some great guests that recently got to go home? Can you tell us a little bit about some of them?
We just said goodbye a couple days ago to the Janseys. Kathy was a bone marrow transplant patient, and she and her husband were with us for about 70 nights. So Kathy had an allo transplant, which means she needs to stay close to the hospital for 100 days and sometimes more. And we had a great time with them, but they were very happy to get home to their grandchildren and their dogs, and yes, we get to see them when they come back to visit Roswell, but while we will miss them, we're always happy to see guests go home.
And then was it the Burgesses?
Yes, also, hello Burgesses. I think they went home a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks. It's been a year. But the Burgesses were with us as well in one of our transplant apartments, and we loved them. They were amazing to talk to. They always came over, and we got to have really good conversations.
You stayed with us for about 2 months?
Yep, almost as long as the Janseys. So it's always a bittersweet thing, but it's really, really good to see people getting healthy and
Going home.
Going home.
Going home. They're
Yes.
second home.
Yes. And we'll always be here for all of our former guests. Always visit if you're in Buffalo. Okay.
All right, I think we're ready.
Thanks for listening.
So the
All
beans
right.
are ready? Beans or tomatoes?
Beans and tomatoes and broth. We're almost done.
Broth out.
Oh, great. Where is it? In here?
I don't know. Look up there.
I'll find the broth. It's chicken broth.
Leave it to Betsy to say.
I don't see the broth. Is it?
We'll just put it in after.
Yeah.
But we'll put the water in for now.
Perfect.
So do you want to grab, how much broth do we need?
We need 1 cup lower sodium chicken broth.
Okay. You want to grab 1 cup of water?
Yes.
For those that don't work with Betsy, she dances a lot and sings a lot, and when she, underneath, usually greets you in opera song.
You're learning about the drawers in the Kevin Guest House kitchen. I majored in theater. It's not my fault. Right.
It's a nice way to start your day.
She's very nice to me. Okay. And here we go. Oh, yeah. Okay. So we're going to give this a nice stir. And then the only thing that's left to do is wait until it comes to a boil. And then we're gonna turn it down and let it simmer for about 15 minutes. And that's it, you're done. And it's really good. You can top it, if you're on the South Beach diet, you can use a little bit of your daily allowance of some low-fat sour cream.
How much is that? Like, is it?
Like this much.
Yeah, like you only get
Like
a half a cup of dairy per day.
Yeah,
Like
so I would say
a-
like a tablespoon. But
A
it still
dollop.
works, it goes a long way. I put some scallions, I chopped up some scallions and threw them on top, and that added a nice bit of flavor.
And so how long does it cook for?
About 15 minutes.
Okay, after you boil it.
Yes, it
Okay.
comes to a boil, you cover it, which it's getting there. And yeah, then you take it, you eat it, and you're done.
All right. Well, we better go find our chicken stock before it gets too far.
Do you want to show them what it looks like right now? Because it
Come on
looks
over,
amazing.
Leslie. She's like, don't mess up the video.
Sorry.
Ooh.
So yeah, we've got
This
in
one's
here.
still cooking, right?
This
There's
one is
the
the almost
process.
done one.
Oh.
Yeah, and once it's done, you might eat the whole thing.
Beautiful.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us for Cooking Shenanigans.
Woo! We'll see you really soon. And like we said before, please send us your recipes. And if you're interested in being a dinner volunteer here, while we still can't have you back in the kitchen, just send me an email at bstone@kevinguesthouse.org, and we'll try to find you a time to make dinner and drop it off for our guests.
Happy weekend.
Happy weekend!